Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you everything that I have been getting for our homeschool room next year. If you are new to my channel, I am homeschooling my daughter. She is going into kindergarten in the fall, and so I've just been collecting some things over the past few weeks that I've been purchasing, mostly online. I did get a few things from a store, but I've just been collecting them over the past few weeks for next year and want to go ahead and show you guys what we got. There's a lot of fun, exciting things that I'm really looking forward to using next year, as well as a few items that we already used last year that we really liked and decided to repurchase. So if you guys are interested in seeing what we got, just keep on watching. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stuff I got from Dollar Tree first. That is everything right here, and then we'll move on to some other stores and Amazon. So the first thing that I picked up is this Color the USA maps. It's states and symbols, and I just thought that this would be a fun activity for her to do next year. So I went ahead and picked that up. I got a hole puncher. I already have a hole puncher, but I cannot find it anywhere. And this is something we use all the time. So I went ahead and picked up a new hole puncher. And then I was really excited because if you haven't been to Dollar Tree in a while, they actually have a full craft section now. And this was one of the items in there, and it is this felt roll. And it has quite a bit in there. So what I'm gonna do with this is, if you watched my homeschool room tour, then you know we have that felt map on one of our walls, and I wanted to cut out the states on felt so she can kind of match them up. So that's what I got these for. I'm going to just kind of put them over the map, trace out the states, cut them all out, and then she can match them up on the wall. And then I found this really fun bug catcher playset, but actually what I'm going to do is take these pieces out and just add it to our science station bin. If you watched my curriculum video, then you'll know that this coming year I am doing something a little different, and I'm going to have stations set up around our classroom, some for math, science, social studies, all the core classes. And so I thought that these would be fun objects to add to our science bin. I also, in the craft section, found these wooden clothespins. They're just mini clothespins, and I think what I'm going to do with these is put either colors or words or something on them and then have her like match them. I'm not really sure yet, but I figured we'd find some use for them. So I went ahead and picked up those. And then I was really excited to find these. So again, in the craft section, they had these canvases, and it's a decent size. It's an 8 by 10, so almost a full size sheet of paper. And so I picked up 3 of these for her to paint on next year or do any crafts that we come up with. So we'll probably get more of these because I really like the idea of having these on hand, but I thought 3 was a good starting point. And then they also had binders, and so I don't really have a need for it in my homeschool room, but my son may or may not be doing homeschool with us next year, and regardless, even if he goes to public school, binders are always a good thing to have on hand. And I actually have a school supply bucket that we keep extra school supplies in, so that whenever we need them, we just have them on hand. So I'll just go ahead and add that to the bin, and we can use those whenever we need them. Another thing I picked up from Dollar Tree is this baking dish. So I actually got this because she can put magnets on it. And again, if you watched my homeschool room tour, I have an old whiteboard that I was using as a magnet board, but it's really dirty and it's not really sticking the way it was before. So I picked this up so that she can put her little magnet scenes on here, or we can use this for like kinetic sand, or we can put I could put like alphabet magnets on here and she can match them, or shapes or colors. We can do all kinds of stuff with this. So that's why I picked that up. And then I also picked up a couple bins. These are going to be for our stations. I just thought this would be an easy way to organize them. Every Sunday I can pick out a few items for the stations and put them in these bins, and then just put them around the room, and that way we don't have a bunch of stuff everywhere. So that is everything that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And then moving on to other stores, I got this pencil sharpener. It comes with an automatic and a manual pencil sharpener from Costco. And then I picked up her curriculum book. I grabbed the first grade. She has a kindergarten one too. If you want to see what it looks like, check out my curriculum video. I just forgot to grab it. But I picked this up from Aldi. I want to say it was around $5, and I love these books. So this is what I based, well, not this one. The kindergarten one is what I based our entire curriculum on this year. And yeah, so that was one of the first things I bought before I planned out the year. All right, moving on to Amazon. I've been picking up random things here and there. So I guess we'll start down here. I got this wooden pattern block set. And actually, let me open this up so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, so it came with these cards. I really liked these, and it's just different objects that she can make, and then it shows which pieces to use to make the object. And then it comes with these fun wooden chips. And she can either try copying the pattern, she can make her own thing. There's so much stuff she can do this. We can do shapes, we can do colors, we can count the sides, count the corners, all that good stuff. So I thought that this would be a really good addition to our math station. And then we got a Kindle Fire. I actually got this at the end of the year last year, and I have debated for so long whether or not to get her some kind of tablet. But the reason I got this is because we do ABC Mouse, and we tried Khan Academy Kids, and there was another one, it's Monster something, it teaches reading. But anyway, she has a few learning apps that she's been really into, and sometimes the computer's occupied. So I went ahead and got her a tablet, and the cool thing about this is that she can download like read aloud books. There's child-friendly videos on here, educational videos. She has some games on here. So we can kind of use this as like a reward type thing, but also she can do her ABC Mouse and school stuff on here as well. And it actually worked out perfect that I got it when I did, because soon after we got it is when all of the stuff happened and schools closed down, and then my son ended up needing the computer all the time. So she was able to use her tablet to do ABC Mouse and all of that good stuff. So that was one of the bigger purchases we made. And this isn't just her tablet, it's the classroom's tablet, because I don't think she's ready for that responsibility yet, but I like having it as an addition to our classroom. Moving on, I picked up a new set of Bob's books. We actually picked up the first set of Bob books last year for preschool, and she caught on really quick, and I love these books. I talked about them a little bit more in my curriculum video, but I did go ahead and pick up the First Stories box, and so we will be probably reviewing the first box at the beginning of the year, and then we will get into this box of books towards the second half of the year. I also picked her up a new journal. This is the same journal we used last year, and we really liked using the journal. I like it too because it's something we can look back on and see all her cute little pictures and stories, and they have the boxes on the top so she can draw. So what we did last year is she would draw a picture, and then I would sit down and she would tell me what she drew, and I would write it here for her. This year we're going to kind of do a mix. I want her to try writing some of her stuff on her own. But then I'll also write some stuff on here as well. And then hopefully towards the end of the year, she'll be able to draw the picture and write a little bit about what she drew. So I'm excited for that. I also picked up a new teacher planner. Again, I talked about this in my curriculum, but I love this planner. It's not the same exact brand as the one I got before, but it's very similar in the way that it's structured. And my favorite part about it is that it has a section for all of the subjects, and then it lists out every single day so I can plan out different activities for different subjects. It also has the full month calendar in the beginning of each month, so I can put any days that we don't have school, any appointments we have going on, activities, field trips, anything like that. So this is my favorite planner I've used so far, and so I picked up another one of those. I got a new book for the classroom that I'm really excited about. This was actually recommended to me by one of my friends who is also homeschooling her daughter, and it's called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt, and it's just a really pretty book. I haven't read it yet. but I kind of just was looking over it, and it's really, really cute, and I'm very excited to read this with Zoe. We're going to be doing a whole nature unit towards the end of the year, and I think that this will be a great addition to that. I also picked up some watercolor paper. Zoe has been really into watercolors lately, painting, all kinds of art, color mixing. So I picked this up for her so that she can, oh, there's a picture right there. So she can do all of her art in here. And then I got this, I don't even know what this is called, I forgot. It's like a plastic string kind of, but I got this actually because for my husband's birthday we decided to make him a lizard keychain, and I remember doing those in school but I haven't done it in forever, and so we just used a shoelace and it worked, but it was a little bit difficult to put together. So the kids loved it, and I figured why not buy some more of this string, the stuff that you're supposed to use, and so we can make all kinds of stuff with this. So I picked up some of that, and then I got some oops, I just ripped some of them off. I'll have to put those back on. Anyways, I got some Velcro adhesive stickers. Let me stick these on here real quick. These I used for my morning board, but I use Velcro on all kinds of stuff throughout the year, so I got a huge pack of them. I have the fronts and the backs, and hopefully this will last me the whole school year. So a couple things that were random buys that I've just been really wanting. One is this little test tube set. So this one I specifically bought for an activity we're going to be doing at the beginning of the school year. We are going to do a color mixing activity with either paper towel or tissue paper, and you just kind of have it go between the test tubes, and then each test tube has a different color so you can see the colors come together. So that's why I got that, and then I didn't even know it came with this, but it actually came with some cards. There's more in there as well that have different experiments that we can do using these test tubes. So I'm sure we will use these for some other experiments throughout the year as well. And then my biggest, well, I guess it wasn't like the most expensive purchase, but my most exciting purchase in my opinion, was this microscope science kit. So I have been wanting a microscope for the classroom since the end of last year. I don't remember what I saw that made me want it, but I just remember loving like looking at the microscope at school, and science was always fun and exciting for me, and my daughter seems to really like it. So all of this stuff I got from Amazon will be linked below, and I'll make sure to link this as well. But I found this kit and I thought it was perfect because it is just a little mini microscope. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Let me see if I can show you. It's a little bit bigger than my hand. Like, it's not super small, but it's definitely not a full-size microscope. But I think it'll be perfect for my daughter. And the kit came with little tongs. We got a petri dish. I think that's for the microscope. We got a couple little test tubes. It came with some stuff to do different experiments. We've actually already done one. I posted it in a vlog. I think I titled it Science Experiments in Gardening, and it was with brine shrimp, and it came with a little I can't think of what this is called, but the knife thing, this little like pointer, and another little test tube. It came with slides, which is really exciting. This box actually has some pre-made slides in there, as well as blank slides, and we can make our own slides to look under the microscope. So lots of fun stuff in here, and it came with this microscope instruction thing, and there's different experiments in here too. So I think this is just going to be so much fun next year. It'll be a nice addition, and if she doesn't get into it, that's fine. It's something we can keep, and it'll grow with her, and we can make it as easy or as complicated as we want, depending on how interested she is. But I just thought that this would be a really fun addition to the classroom and a really fun activity for us next year. So that is everything that I've got so far for next year. I still need to get all the basics like pencils, pens, all that good stuff, but I actually have a lot of that already in my school bin. So I'm gonna go through there before I decide what I need to buy. These are just all of the extra fun items that I wanted to get to go along with what we're doing next year. Since we don't buy curriculum, I like to spend money on some of these more fun activities that we can do that just kind of go along with what we're going to be learning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.